Hey everybody, Damian with Hidden Fairway here. It's been a little while since we filmed an updated tutorial, so I'm going to run you through this 4 to 5 quick minutes just so you can get up and running if it's your first time. First things first, just behind me, just south of the location, is a parking spot. You'll see it, it'll have the Hidden Fairway logo up there. That's our spot. Every time you book a session, you'll receive a pin for the door. That'll come through your confirmation email, and that 4-digit pin will start working 10 minutes before your session. Now remember, you can come in 10 minutes before your session, but the prior member has it till the top of the hour. All right, so you walk into the door here, you'll have your 4-digit pin, and you'll hit that little check mark here. Now, if you need to lock the door, that top Yale button right there will lock it. Now that we're inside, I have a couple quick tips and tricks. Number one will be if you forget to lock the door, it's on a 10-minute timer, so don't worry too much about it. It'll lock itself. Number two, if you need a restroom, there's one just out back to the left past a black fence. It's labeled. And then the most important thing when you're in here, please be sure to put your balls back in the tray. I absolutely hate having to find members that leave the balls outside of the tray. Just please remember, avoid the fine, and it makes it a lot better for the next member. We also have a sound bar. Feel free to use it. We have a Samsung soundbar remote. There's a button that says pair on there. You are completely alone in here, and we don't have any neighbors, so feel free to blast it as loud as you want. Anytime you come in, it's going to be a white manual here. This is great for reference. It has the manual for GSPro. And also, if you ever have any questions and you find yourself that you click around and you can't figure anything out, this Facebook portal right here, this thing right here, only goes to my phone. So if you need to call me on there, I can remote in and fix whatever you need, usually within 30 seconds or a minute. So you're more than welcome to call me through there. All right, now we're sitting in the command center, and I'm gonna take it as if you are the first member of the day. So the number one thing, we have this white remote. You see how it says projector on it? White remote, white projector, you just hit the green button, and that should turn on the projector. The PC, you wanna make sure that you hit this LG remote. And a lot of times what I do when I arrive is just move the mouse. 90% of the time, the computer and the projector are already gonna be on. So the first thing you would do is turn on shake the mouse and then turn on the projector and the TV in case it's not on. Every once in a while, you could arrive and the computer is just blank like this. All you're gonna do is click the Unicore launcher here or the one up here. On this page right here, there's nothing for you to do. The only thing you're going to hit on this page is practice. And we're gonna hit start. Now, while that gets going, I'm gonna go ahead and start GSPro. GSPro, if you look, is gonna be down here. GSPro launcher, right? Let's just pretend you're the first person of the day. We hit GSPro launcher. It's gonna start everything here for us. And you're noticing view is also starting up. So when you arrive, 90% of the time, it's gonna look like this. We just hit play here on this one. There's GSPro opened up, and this will be on the login page. Now, if you'd like to add your profile, you have to make your own Unicore account. That's in your welcome email. If you add your court reserve user, it's not gonna recognize it because remember, they are separate. And we're just gonna minimize this here. And if you don't feel like dealing with doing your own username or anything like that, we have this one here that says house account. We're just gonna click house account, press start. All right, we've logged into the house account. Number one thing you wanna do here, until you add a session, the simulator is not gonna work. So you just wanna add session here. And unless you're dialing in a specific club, it really doesn't matter. The simulator is just gonna read the spin of the ball. And the launch angle, I usually just click 7-iron. And the session and the simulator is good to go. You'll see it says GSPro right here, and we are all set. What I really like about Unicore is if you look at this middle column here, here's where all your action items are gonna be. So if you wanna see your club face while you're swinging here, or you wanna see your swing, you can come here, and that'll all be available. Here, you can see a replay of a swing, and then we also have what's called the AI trainer. The AI trainer will start working after 3 shots. So you want to make 3 shots, and the AI trainer will be able to start giving you a score based off what you hit. I'll take a couple of swings and show you what that looks like. GSPro is very easy to navigate. If you notice, we have the mouse on the right side. All we're going to do is drag it to the left. This works as dual monitors, this one to the right, and this one to the left. If we want to practice, all we do, we hit practice, practice range, and we are all set here. We can hit on the practice range, and we can work on the distance if we want. If we want to make it a little bit shorter, we go up here. We can make it as long or as short as we want. Now, most important thing with GSPro, if you ever get stuck or you need to go anywhere, there is this corner right here on the top right. You see the 4 little dots? That's where you would click. And we can end the round. We can go to settings. We can go to lighting. Like I said, there's going to be a GSPro manual in the white binder. So if you feel free to mess around and see what works for you. So if we want to get out of practice mode, we just hit end round. Confirm. Now, if we want to play a round, we just hit local match. There are close to 2,000 courses on GSPro. You're more than welcome to download whichever one you want. I will say sometimes the names are a little bit different. So if you want to Google them in advance and find out which course you're actually looking for, you're more than welcome to download it. And trust me, our computer can handle thousands of courses. So just for the sake of the video, let's go to Abacoa. It's just the first one. We have our team color. We can make it red. We can have saved players if we want. We can name them however you want. We can add here, same thing here. If we want to add another player, you can just name it player 2. We have the tees we can set right here. We just click play on the bottom right there. Now remember, what's great about Unicore is you can still get all of the data while you're on the course. All right, so now if we are on a course or the driving range, all we're going to do is we want to make sure we hit off this middle mat right here. It's a little bit darker than the rest. This middle mat has gel under it, so if you hit a shot fat here, you'll actually feel it. It's not like other ranges where you can be a driving range hero and you just hit off the mat and it's fine. If you hit a shot fat here, you will feel it. So what I usually like to do is line myself up with this white tee, and usually I'll get a good read from the simulator. If I'm too far back or too far forward, you'll notice the simulator might not read it or it might be inaccurate. So what I like to do, like I said, with this white tee right here, you'll hear a beep and then it's good to go. Now, when you hit, you want to make sure that there's nothing else on the surface of the simulator of anything green really on the platform, because the simulator might pick that up. So you see this ball right here. I'll make sure I move it out of the way. Well, this is where hidden fairway really gets fun. So we can come here into this middle one, like I said before. There's the club face where we hit it a little bit thin, and we can replay that here. But if we want to see our swing, we can come here to swing. You can see a little triangle up there. It'll show you a replay of the shot that I just hit. That's the one right there that I just took. So there's the swing. And then on the side, you'll notice the AI will give you a score, and it'll give you a little bit of coaching on what you're doing and what you should be doing. We can come to the AI trainer here, and it'll literally go one by one. So this is something to explore over a few sessions. You're not going to figure it all out at once. But the only thing to remember here is get as many swings as you want in, and then what I would recommend at the end of your session, go ahead, delete these here. You're going to hit edit session. You delete it. And here's crucial, crucial, crucial. When you're done at the end of the day, you want to make sure there's a little sticker that says log out here. You're going to use this one. You're just going to click this once. It'll start logging out. On GSPro, you're just going to hit the little 4 dots at the top right again. Hit end round, confirm, and that's it. That's all you need to do. You do not need to turn the TV off. You don't need to turn the projector off. You don't need to worry about anything. Just make sure the balls are back in the tray, and that's it. The door outside locks every 10 minutes, so even if you forget to lock the door, you don't even have to worry about it. Besides that, we have YouTube TV, and we have a speaker that you're more than welcome to connect to. That'll be this one right here that says soundbar. You just hit pair, and that is literally it. Feel free to call me if you have any questions.